And we're back. Another episode of Boxing on the Go coming your way. I'm your host, Noel Muro. TRYLOSOPHY.com. How y'all doing? So, it's late April. What day is it today? I don't even know what day it is. April 27th. And we're still living, we're still living in quarantine and, the coronavirus and, COVID-19. Everything is still locked down. Some rallies going on, in different parts of the country. People wanting to reopen, go back to their businesses. And you know what? It's a tricky situation, You don't want to get sick. You don't want to get other people sick. But, there's people losing their businesses. People are not working. And how are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to buy food? So it's a very tricky situation. But like I'm going to be saying until this thing is done, I'm going to keep asking for everyone, please wear a mask if you go to the store, to the grocery store, or, a lot of people are actually going to, they got to get some things at Lowe's or Home Depot or the hardware store because, you're at home, you're doing stuff at home. While those items may not be essential unless you're starting to garden, like vegetables or fruits or, whatever. That's where I live. That's what it seems like a lot of people are doing. Home Depots and Lowe's, they're limiting how many people go inside. How many, two people come out. They let two people back in. They have the lines 6 feet apart. And it is what it is. That's probably the best you can do. But if you have gloves, wear gloves, but take them off and get in the truck or your car. Make sure you have hand sanitizer. Check your local wineries or distilleries or even pharmacies. Or try to see if any aloe vera gel is available, and rubbing alcohol, and look up the CDC, look up the recipe. It's not even on, it might be on the CDC, but that's the Center for Disease Control. I believe that's what it stands for. But, keep practicing social distancing, wash your hands, and sanitize. If you touch, this is going to be the new normal, okay? New normal is people are going to always have hand sanitizer. When they touch a door at the gas station, the gas pump, you're going to immediately sanitize your hands. And it's, it's probably for the better. People sneeze in their hands. People cough on their hands. People, scratch their ass with their hands. People, look, it's just, as people, that's just what we are. Hey. But, just a little bit, taking the necessary precautions in the future, or like how we're doing right now. But hopefully things get back to normal here soon. I know doctors, there's a front line right there, doctors, nurses, the housekeepers, I don't know if that's what they're called, but the janitorial, the people that clean up the beds, that replace the sheets, the people that are in contact with the sick, people at the hospitals, they're the ones dealing with this firsthand. So you know what? Applause to you guys. You guys are doing a tremendous job. It's very hard. You guys are, and the grocery stores, the people working at the grocery stores. Thank you guys, everyone. Making sure we're able to go and buy food, making sure we can still go to, the testing sites and the hospitals and all that good stuff. So I know this is a boxing show, guys, but sometimes, like I said, I'll give a brief little, just share some thoughts about what's going on right now. Please don't inject Lysol into your or disinfectant. Don't ingest it. Please don't do any of that. All right, it's you will probably get sick and die. Don't do that. Okay. So, anyways, with that said, last week I released David Dueñez Part 1. David Dueñez, host and owner to several shows on the Leave It in the Ring radio network, and our conversation continued. So here it is for your enjoyment, listening pleasure. Just trying to keep the podcast going as long as I can, and just amid everything. And I know there's no boxing matches, but we talk about different scenarios and things that are still going on. So this is a continuation of our conversation from the other day, and I hope you enjoy. Just try to take your mind off of things. You listen to your podcasts at work or at home while you're gardening, or just when you're quarantined. I don't know. Okay, so here it is. Without any further ado, thank you guys for listening. Not in order, but it's pretty obvious, I think, but I just want to see what yours are. Or if you want to put them in order, go ahead.
In terms of what, overall throughout the eras, or
current? No, right now, current. Top heavyweights right now.
Top heavyweights right now. Well, your top has got to be Tyson Fury. And then after that, I still would say Deontay Wilder. And then below that, Anthony Joshua. Then after him would have to be Andy Ruiz, and then Joseph Parker, and then Dillian Whyte. And that's my order.
Hey, that's sick, bro. That's sick. You broke the rules. Cannot do
that. Yeah.
Dude, how much of the real shit end of the stick does Dillian Whyte have?
He's a warrior.
No, but shit end of the stick that he doesn't get a title shot in how many fucking years? And he's been like the WBC top contender, number 1, number 2, and back and forth, and I don't know. It's fucking weird, man.
And he's still going to be out of the contingency of getting any title for the moment.
Because the top 3 guys, huh?
Yeah, the top 3 guys, Andy Ruiz, what I saw and heard was that Andy Ruiz didn't want to fight him. I think Andy is in hopes of just getting back in with Anthony Joshua. That looks like that's what he's pushing for, because the fact is, I think how he's looking at it is, Tyson and Wilder are going to go at it again. Why can't we go at it again as a third match? So, and you know what, man, it's really, if you really think about it, why not? Why not? Because Andy Ruiz didn't take a beating. He was just clearly outboxed, and then when they did mix it up, him and AJ, you could see that AJ still was getting hurt from the punches that Andy Ruiz would land. So it would be interesting for a rubber match, because the story would be that Andy Ruiz didn't train for this. Could he be better? Could he do better if he dropped to like 250, 260 or more? Could he be better? I don't know. But I think that it's AJ and their team that don't want to revisit that. And a lot of times when you got beaten down and you can get away with just staying outside the ring and winning by points and keeping it safe, that really tells me that's the kind of fight that you're going to probably produce from now on. When Hector Camacho Sr. got his ass handed to him by Edwin Rosario, that was a completely, it was, right? Yeah, I think it was Rosario. That was a completely different guy after. After he got dropped, he got up and he fought safe. He was on survival mode the rest of the fight. Then guess what? Every other fight after that, he was always on survival mode. You know, and that could be, I think that may be the new storyline for Anthony Joshua. I don't think you're ever going to see the aggressive guy that we've seen in the past ever. I think we're going to always see a safety first boxer of Anthony Joshua. It's going to really take a heavyweight to close that distance to go after him, which would be like a Deontay Wilder, could be a Tyson Fury, and an Andy Ruiz if he gets his ass in shape.
Yeah, dude. There's rumors saying that Andy Ruiz wants to contract Eddie Reynoso as a trainer. What do you think about that?
I don't think it matters, man. I mean, look, Andy's been through everybody. You know, Andy's worked with Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez kicked him out of, Big Bear because he was lazy. He worked with Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach, the same thing. I mean, Andy's been everywhere. It's not who's training Andy. It's Andy's motivation.
Discipline.
You know? Yeah, it's his discipline is the one that's always in question. It's not the training.
Self-discipline. And that's what Bob Arum said too, right?
Yep. That's the reason why they let him go. They were happy to let him go because you had a kid that just didn't know how to stay in the gym, you know, and what's crazy is that I remember like Kristen Nightmare Oriella, who's another Mexican-American heavyweight, man, who I was up on, you know, I loved the kid, was never in a bad fight, never gassed out. He didn't have that bodybuilding physique. But, man, dude, he knew how to let his hands go. And even when he fought Vitaly Klitschko, I mean, he was getting battered up, but he never stopped. The kid never stopped. That was never in question. But the fans always, this guy's fat, this guy's this. He had a heart of a lion. He was just self-destructive. Andy Ruiz is semi-self-destructive, but he lacks that discipline where, you know, I think Kristen Nightmare just didn't know how to handle the pressure, just completely different. But if Andy can just be a little bit like Kristen Nightmare, which was when he was serious, and he took it. He was more serious than more times than we saw Kristen Nightmare get in there. And even when he was at it, if he looked out of shape, the guy was there to fight. And that's what Andrew Reed's got to do. When you watched him fight AJ on the rematch, Did you ever get that sense that he even tried? I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You know?
I don't think so either, man. Also, another question I have for you: salsa verde or salsa roja?
Salsa verde, salsa roja.
Salsa verde or salsa roja?
Ooh. I don't know, man. I like them both.
No. You have to pick one, bro.
Shit.
Come on.
I'm going to go with Roja. Oh, yeah, I'll go with that.
Iron Man or Spider-Man? No. Batman or Superman?
Oh, Batman. Always.
Same here, bro. Good job.
Yeah. I'm a Batman
Spider-Man
fan, man.
or Iron Man?
Spider-Man. I don't care for the Spider-Man movies, but I was a Spider-Man comic book collector. You know, the Web of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. Collect a lot of them, and I had stacks and stacks and stacks of Spider-Man comic books. I ended up losing in Idaho when I lived there in my late
Idaho
years.
Yeah. There, dude.
Long story, man. Long story. I was kicked out of California.
Okay, long story. We'll have to do this shit another day on a different podcast. I want to hear this fucking Idaho fucking story. For real.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
I can
we'll just you can tell me over the screen door.
Yo, man, I can tell you some stories, bro.
I'll tell you some Colorado stories too.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
what else?
Another question. Okay, here we go.
No.
Tacos or hamburgers?
Tacos, always. Don't get me wrong. I love hamburgers, but a good taco.
Don't try to be correct, politically correct here. Which one?
No, I'm not being politically correct. But you know what? Let me tell you this. A good taco will always like make your mouth water immediately than a hamburger. I mean, because here's the true fact, bro. Here's an honest fact. It's very hard to find a very good gourmet hamburger. Very hard. And with tacos, like, either you're going to get your mom to make a good taco, or you're going to find maybe 2 or 3 taco trucks that make some really good tacos,
Yeah,
and
taco truck.
Right. Yeah. I know there's one, man. There's one in Salida, and I live in Riverbank, and it takes about 30 minutes. But, dude, it's 30 minutes drive. It's worth it for $1 taco. I mean, and you talk about everything they have. And it's simple, very simple stuff. Where, like I said, a gourmet hamburger, a really good gourmet hamburger, you're talking about hickory beef or, with smoked apple bacon. So it's always like other shit added to it to make it a spectacular hamburger, right? Where a taco can just be plain, dude, plain lengua, carne asada, carnitas. It could be, and all you got to do is add a little salsa, some cilantro, boom, bang, you're done.
And cebolla. Don't forget that, okay?
Boy, oh yeah, and then this place does
cilantro.
Right. And that's what I mean. I go tacos any time, anywhere, rather than going for like a gourmet hamburger. But don't get me wrong, I love gourmet hamburger. I'm not gonna pass it, But my preference is a couple of taquitos and a nice cold beer.
What are you drinking right now, bro, during this quarantine?
I've been going through a whole variety. Like right now, I went yesterday. I ended up buying a variety pack of Firestone beers. So it's like ale pale beers, IPA.
The Firestone brewery is right here where I'm at in Paso Robles.
Yeah, there's one right here too in Turlock. No, I'm sorry. That's a Dust Bowl. My bad. No, that's Dust Bowl in Turlock. Yeah, that's a good beer too. The Dust Bowl in Turlock, which I haven't been into the Barry. I want to say like 6 months, dude.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it's one of the first things I'm going to end up visiting when this whole quarantine, everything gets lifted, and when it looks like it's safe to go out, I think I'm going to be visiting a couple of breweries, bro.
Dude, remember you and me? We said on the phone we were me and my family, me and my wife and kids were supposed to go that way, and you and me were supposed to watch the Monster versus Casimiro, right? Casimiro.
Right. Yeah, Casimiro and Inoue. Yeah.
And that was April 25th. We had made that plan, dude, in March. February.
Yeah, that's right. This month right here. Yeah. Shit.
Fucking A. And the Rona fucked it all up.
He's a cabrona. That's why.
The cabrona, yeah. Do you know anybody who's been affected by this or no?
I have, man, and it's still a bit surreal. Actually, I knew her. She passed away. This happened last week on Friday. I met her a few times. It was not like I knew her personally. I actually knew her fiance really good because he was one of the kids that worked a lot. Now, when I say kid, it's because I think he's like 33, 34, and I'm 46, And so I would see him, hey, what's up? And it was his fiance that had passed. I don't have all complete details of it and stuff, but you
tell everybody right now that there's a lot of people that there's a lot of people out there that think this shit is fake. So tell all the motherfuckers that this shit is fucking real. People are dying.
Well, I don't think I need to tell anybody. You know, I think that everybody's going to make up their own minds of what they believe. And I've been saying that, you know, throughout my podcast and our YouTube channel is like, I'm not here to convince you, you know, but what I do, this is what I practice. This is what I practice. I'm gonna practice what I'm being told procedure-wise of how to protect myself and protect you, right? Which is wear a face mask.
Same.
Right, okay. Now, if it's up to you, if you want to be that jerk, you want to be that person where you affected somebody's life, that's going to be on your conscience. See, you know, and that's why when I've spoken to different people, they'll go like, I don't believe that shit, bro. Fuck, if we die, we die. And I'm like, well, if you already have that concept or, you know, that thought process, if we all got to die one day, then why don't you walk in front of a freaking train or walk out into the freeway? Because it's the same way. You're gambling with your life. If you don't have if you have no consideration of your own life, why not do that? Because if you're going to die, you're going to die, right? Then do it that way, because that's exactly what you're doing.
Just do it now and put us all out of our place.
Yeah, you know, it's irresponsible. But, you know, I mean, look, I love living in one of the greatest countries in the world, okay? But the plain fact is that we have a society of machismo, too much in this country, you know, too much pride, too much patriotism that blinds them to a point where it just sounds fucking retarded, okay? And that's the only way I can describe it. It's just stupid the way these people think, the way we think. And it's just not people. These people, it's us. It's us as a society, as Americans. We have a very dumb outlook at things sometimes because we believe that we're invincible. We're not invincible. You know, we're not invincible. You know, and I think that as a people, I was hoping that we would see more of unity through this chaos that we're going through. But as you can see, that it's actually made people more angry. You know, people are now being more decisive and, you know, saying, you know, oh, look at, you know, Bill Gates and all this, like, conspiracy shit that's coming out. It baffles me, man. And it really scares me because this is what's going to be left for my grandkids. Is a country full of just real hatred, and everything is, like, in doubt. Is that really how we want to live for the rest of our lives, believing that everything's got to be in doubt and nothing's real because we're invincible? That's just crazy talk.
It is, man. It is. And I'm right there, right on board with you, man.
Yeah.
But, hey, Dave,
you know,
keep going.
Just really quick, you know, just to finish what I was saying is, you know, I love people, bro. I'm a person that loves everybody. You know, I different religions, to different creeds, different colors. It doesn't matter to me. How I look at it is if you come to me like a person, then I'm always going to approach you back as a person, you know. And when I see a lot of these people, you know, they're being conflicted. And I've lost good friends, not in like, you know, through coronavirus, but I've lost good friends through this whole political BS, you know, because one guy's become full left, another guy's become full right, and I'm in the middle. And when I'm in the middle is I'm always willing to listen to both parties. But when you have both parties that are playing tug of war, where things now is about winning, it's no longer about what is right for the people or the society or for the country. It's about their personal gain because they want to have the upper. They want to be able to put like, man, I'm the one. Noel, see, I told you so. That's what when it comes down to that, that's when I'm completely turned off. That's when I'm like, I don't want to deal with this person anymore because reality is no longer there. They don't live in a world of reality. They live in a world of I need to be right, and you're going to be wrong.
And my team versus your team.
Yeah, it is stupid. I can't.
And look, for giving me your time, giving all of my listeners your time. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it, dude.
No worries, baby.
Stay safe out there, dude. I'm trying to do the same. I still have to go to work every day. I'm in the energy sector, so I have to keep doing all that.
Yep.
Make sure there's fucking oil and gas and shit like that. But
bro.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, it is David Dueñez, owner, host of Leave It in the Ring Radio Network. He has a bunch of shows under his belt. David, where can they find you once again?
They can find me on Blog Talk, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, FM station, YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel under Leave It in the Ring. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the likes. Check out all the shows that we got. Like I said, aficionados to Boxing Esquire with Kurt and Johnny Zig. F it, let's talk fights. But also, we're putting up new segment shows up on the YouTube channel that's not really made for podcasts. It's more a visual thing that you have to tune in, which is like the Stack Up Show, the show that we're doing every Sunday night at 10 p.m., which is beer, boxing, and quarantine. We're putting up up to 3 to 4 classic fights from the past, and we sit there and have a couple of beers and just shoot the shit as if we were all together at an event.
Why am I not on that show?
You can come on anytime. We're going to be up on, like I said, 10 p.m. Tomorrow night on Sunday, man. Join us. We'll be there.
All right, cool. We will do that, man.
Okay, brother.
Thank you very much, David. Stay safe, man.
Thank you.
God bless you and your family, and we'll be in touch, man. Thank you for your time, man.
Okay, you too, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Always have fun.
Woo! Hope to see you soon after this quarantine, man.
Hell yeah, brother. Same here, man.
All right, man. Later.
Okay, bro. Talk to you soon. Bye.
And there you have it. That is part 2 of the David Dueñez, my special guest David Dueñez on Boxing on the Go. There's only so much boxing you can talk about right now. So this was recorded last week. So if any other news or any other things popped up, or any other news about what we were talking about, what's going on right now with the boxers and the boxing industry, the boxing business. If anything has changed or any developments have happened since then, well, this was last week, I told you. But yeah, it was fun talking to David, being able to talk about, between tacos and salsas and superheroes and the Rona and all that. So, anyways, thank you guys for listening. Just putting stuff out there just for you to listen to, and stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you later. But I'm your host, Noel Muro. If you like this podcast, please hit a like, give it a rating, subscribe, leave any comments. If I'm gonna find something a little bit better. I'm gonna have to hook up something else and get my audio a little better when I'm on the phone with these guys. So, all right, thank you very much. TRYLOSOPHY.com. You could find TRYLOSOPHY on Instagram at TRYLOSOPHY. Me, myself, on Twitter at Moruso71. MORUSO 71 on Twitter. Later. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Sanitize.